to back away from it. Did it, nobody's on yet.
He's coming.
Yeah, not digging the netting.
No, there's a nice rink in Anaheim. Okay. Yeah. There's a nice.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, starting a little bit light here.
This just ain't it.
Kind of happened to us quick. Trying to get in. We're going to move away from the netting, I think, in a minute here. I'm trying to figure out the best place to film. This is another challenging rink here in Anaheim, where we're going to face the Mavericks in the quarterfinal game. There's 3 quarterfinal games happening this afternoon. Oilers are in one of them, as you see, against the Mavericks, who we have not seen yet in this tournament. And statistically speaking, they appear to be pretty even to our Oilers down there. I'm going to back up off this netting. I can already tell it's not going to work out. I know it's tough right now, but we're starting off out there with Maddie and McLaughlin up front, along with Baxter. Back on defense is Carroll and Altenberg. Still trying to figure out the best place to film. Not a great rink for the filming of our Oilers. This one comes out of the zone, chasing it down is Altenberg. Carroll's going to get there first. Carroll sends it over to Altenberg. Altenberg back to Carroll. That one's dumped all the way down the zone as we get a change in defensemen. Anderson and Dotson fresh out on the ice. Postma's also out there. McLaughlin getting called to the bench currently as we're getting a full change in. Eli Anderson's up front. Puck comes through neutral ice. Mavericks have it. And I know that Telly's in net. We got a 2-on-1 unfolding right now. Slides over to Postma. Postma couldn't get the shot off. Trying to figure out my tripod. It is absolute mess right now. Kind of hoping for a whistle. Back behind the net, Telly settles it down. I just can't get my tripod to settle down here. We'll work on it. Oilers gain the zone to the net. Shot goes wide. You wouldn't believe my struggles right now. Let me see what I can do. All right, thank God for a whistle. I need to get this thing set up. Stand by, I'll be right back with you. All right, got the do not disturb on. Let's raise it up here a little bit. This is not wish you could see what I was dealing with here. This is not an easy one to film at. Kind of half in the stands, half not. Who do we got out there? We got Altenberg and Carroll's out there on defense. McLaughlin, Brownworth, and Hunter up front. Trying to zoom in when I can and zoom out. Hunter's got it behind the net with a whole lot of confidence to the slot. Sends it over to McLaughlin. McLaughlin up high to Carroll. Carroll fires it. Kick save. Hunter's trying to get down on that one, but the Mavericks get there first. Mavericks have it on their stick as they cut up through neutral ice. Trying to get it in, but heavily guarded by McLaughlin. Gets it up to Altenberg. Altenberg gains his own. Down deep. Brownworth is going to chase it down behind the net. Mavericks reverse course. Mavericks send it back the other direction yet again. On the wall that's going to be blind to us. I just don't know where to go right now. Shot! Oh, and a save there. Shot from Eli Anderson. Baxter's fresh on the ice along with Maddie, and I think this one goes down for icing, and it does. The zooming, everything is just a challenge. This is, I don't know what to do. I might try going close to the netting, but I think it was focusing on the netting. I liked it there if the net wasn't there. Maddie's out there with Eli Anderson. This puck's coming all the way down where Dotson picks it up. He's flanked by Jordan Anderson. Mavericks to hold. Baxter's trying to get it back, and he does. Baxter has it. Sends it over to Anderson. Anderson up to Maddie. Maddie to Eli Anderson, and Eli Anderson gains his own. Maddie shoots, and just wide of the net. Eli Anderson maintains possession back behind the net. The Mavericks are going to pick this one up. I got these silly things coming up every time I touch the screen. I can't zoom in. Up high, Maddie holds, drives the line, trying to send it over. But the Mavericks pick it up through center ice. Oilers got a hand on it. Maddie sends it up to Jordan Anderson. Tips it forward, and it goes out to center ice for the Mavericks regroup. We'll find out where the Mavericks are from here shortly. Somebody's got to know. Mavericks have it. Baxter putting on the pressure. Maddie steps into it. Errant pass back to Carroll. Carroll's going to send this one up and out to Baxter. Baxter's working it back in down to Carroll to regroup. Carroll sends it back to Baxter, wide open. Gains his own. Maddie on the left. Anderson trailing. Maddie takes a hit. Puck goes down in deep. Battling on the boards, the Mavericks have it, and they break out with it now. Into the zone, shot, save, Telly. Rebound opportunity scooped up by Carroll there. And then Maddie's going to take that one away. He gets that one out. He sends up the lead pass on Eli Anderson. We got a change going on as Erstrom's fresh on the ice. Altenberg and Carroll on defense. Brownworth is out there with Postman to join Anderson. Postman putting on the pressure. Mavericks break out. Mavericks get this one down deep, send it on net, and coach calling for a whistle, and you may actually hear it as the bench is right here. And it's pretty cool, actually. You get to hear some of the sounds of the game as he gives other coaches instructions, always seeing the game and directing exactly what he wants. Brownworth tried to tip that one out, but unable. It comes back to Jordan Anderson. Mavericks hold, but only briefly. Out to center ice. Brownworth tips that one along. Forces Postman to go chase that one down. That's what he does. Brownworth is running up towards the slot. Erstrom over on the right-hand side. And then Dotson to hold. Dotson sends it down in deep. Postman chases it down yet again. Down and low where he takes a hit. Trying to get that puck back. Brownworth comes in and deliver a check trying to get the puck back, but the Mavericks have it. Dotson snags that one up at center ice, trying to send it back forward, but the Mavericks maintain possession. Picking it up is Postma. Postma sends it out, but center ice once again. Mavericks snag it away. Jordan Anderson trying to get a handle on it. He does as he hands it off to Erstrom as he breaks out of the zone. Erstrom spends a little time as there's a change happening, I believe. Erstrom going to pick it up wide. Mavericks have it now as we get a change of the guards in the back. Dotson's out there now with Altenberg. Puck goes all the way down, back towards behind the net. Giving a big check is number 93, Emmett Dotson. Trying to dig that one away is Erstrom, and he gets it. Erstrom handing it up to Postma. He's got Brownworth wide. He's trying to send it over there, and he gets it to Erstrom. As Brownworth heads off on his change, Erstrom's going to bring it in the zone. McLaughlin and Hunter are fresh legs out on the ice as Postma comes off as well. Down in the far corner. Mavericks pick it up behind their own net. And a penalty for a hooking on McLaughlin, I believe. Let's see what happens here. I kind of missed the penalty. I was looking somewhere else, but it looks like, McLaughlin's in the box for a hooking penalty as we take a defensive zone faceoff now.
Hey, let's go. Everything out.
Baxter's out there along with Maddie up front. Carroll and Altenberg back on defense as Mavericks play a little back and forth passing at it and send it on net from the right point where Telly soaks that one up rapidly.
Hey, make sure we're cleaning in front. Second winger, stay in the slot.
Very candid instruction here from coach as we are right next to the bench, which is pretty cool. Like to keep it, don't like to, another shot, Telly soaks that one up. I like to not get some of that as much as it's, it's private to our own game, but here at LA Tournament, for you viewers at home, you get to experience some of what coach is saying and his instruction, which is really pretty amazing and cool to hear. Block shot. Anderson swoops that one away down the near corner and up the boards. From the point, shot saved by Telly. Over to the far boards, Mavericks send it down and deep. We are on the penalty kill for another minute and 25 seconds here. 8:06 in the period of a scoreless game thus far. Jordan Anderson has it as he breaks out, sends it up to Deke Baxter at center ice, and they go back and forth as the Mavericks are trying to regroup, and we get some changes going on. All players coming on and off the ice. We got Postma and Anderson out there along with Altenberg and Carroll now. As the Mavericks bring to the zone, they dump it down in deep. Carroll will chase it down over in the far corner. Carroll behind the net. Mavericks trying to pick this one up, but Altenberg's going to get there first. He sends it up high. Shot from the point goes wide of the net off the stick of Carroll.
Go.
Carroll has it. He's being told to wheel by coach. He says, go, and that's exactly what Carroll does. He brings it all the way in the zone, plays it from his knees, trying to get it up the slot and towards the net. And then a slapper from Postma gets blocked down in the far corner. 37 seconds left in the penalty kill. 7:17 to go in the period. 0-0 in our quarterfinal game. Carroll trying to get that one way up the slot. Shot, score. The boys brought it down and deep in the offensive zone and did not get back in time. And that's a power play goal for the Mavericks, bringing it 0-1, breaking the egg on their side. And now we're looking to bust a shutout on our side as we bring out McLaughlin, Hunter, and Brownworth up front. Anderson and Dotson back on defense. McLaughlin with the face-off. He wins that one, comes back to the defense to chase this one down. Kelly in position to guard that one as Jordan Anderson tries to slap it away. A Mavericks player loses his twig. Jordan Anderson goes down in deep trying to bring that one back up. McLaughlin's going to get there first, but the Mavericks hold. A little bit of back and forth by the Mavericks. Dotson will chase it down behind the net as he takes his hip check there down low. Nobody has it. It's between the feet of everyone. Dotson will come up with it victoriously. Sends that one up high looking for Hunter, but the Mavericks find it and hold. Now they send it down in deep yet again where Jordan Anderson picks it up. He's trying to find McLaughlin, but just slightly in front of his stick. Brownworth is going down to put on the pressure along with McLaughlin. Puck sent back behind the net over to the far boards. Dotson to hold. Dotson sends it back down in deep. Puck behind the net. Mavericks trying to get there, but McLaughlin's going to deliver a check. Mavericks have it now as they break out. Getting back just in time was Dotson to steal that one away, send it up to Hunter, who gains his own with McLaughlin, and then that one's sticked away by the Mavericks as they regain the zone here. But Jordan Anderson heavily guarding that one and gets it out. Sends it up to Hunter, who gains his own. He's looking, he's trying to get a shot off, and he's centering up that pass as Anderson found himself up the slot. As there's some changes going on, Erstrom's now out on the ice. Hunter sends it down in deep as he heads off for a change along with Jordan Anderson. Altenberg comes out to replace on defense. Postma's up front. Altenberg over to Carroll. Carroll sends it to Erstrom. Erstrom trying to gain the zone, but he get that one sticked away by the Mavericks. Matty sends it down, but not very deep as Baxter tries to chase it down. Baxter and Erstrom are working to get that puck back, but it's just sitting there on the blue line as the Mavericks have it now. Gain the zone, and they go in on an offside, stopping the clock at 5:15, where the score is 0-1. Mavericks in the lead. after a power play goal. Get you a little quick glimpse of our bench here. Face off by Erstrom goes back to the Mavericks. Mavericks have it, and they send it down in deep. Back behind the net, Carroll has it. Carroll back passes it to Erstrom. Some good puck movement and trusting your teammates there as Erstrom gains the zone with Postma up front. Puck goes back behind the net. Baxter's going to chase this one down. Mavericks get it and have a different idea as they exit the zone with it. Carroll pushes out wide. Down in the low corner, Erstrom picks it up, hands it up off to Postma. Postma unable to get it out, and the Mavericks hold. Comes back to Carroll yet again, and he flips that one up high and out as the Mavericks jump trying to hold it, but Erstrom's going to get a handle on it, and the Mavericks send it right back the other direction, where Altenberg picks it up. Back from behind the net. He's told to turn and go. He sends that one up to Postma. Postma bounces off his stick and forward where the Mavericks pick it up. Baxter fresh on the ice, taps that one forward to gain the zone. Mavericks have it yet again as they go on the breakout. Sent down on the side of the net and back behind where Altenberg's chasing it down along with Carroll. Carroll takes a check as the Mavericks maintain possession in that far corner to the slot where Altenberg was tying him up, and a diving save by Telly. Stopping the play at 3:55 in this first period. It's been a pretty quick first period, to be honest with you. Five-on-five hockey with 3:55 to go. Maddie's out there along with Hunter and Anderson. Maddie with the faceoff, gets it over to Dotson. Dotson up to Hunter. Hunter reverses course back to Maddie. Maddie breaks out with Eli Anderson up front. And hands it off to Anderson, and I can't zoom in once again. Puck goes over the far boards where somebody's battling with it. That was Hunter. Over to the near boards where I can't see. A lot of big hits. Puck's back behind the net on the stick of Eli Anderson. Anderson cuts and curls, centers it up. Maddie shoots, and he scores! What a play by the boys there. And we're going to get up close and personal as you see the smile on Coach's face. Maddie, I told him he needed a score today. He said I had an angry looking face. I said it's only going to get angrier if you don't score. So I must have put the fear of God in him. Probably not. I'm not that scary. Tying it up at 1 with 3:25 to go in the first period, and I knew it was going to be a fun game today. Maddie takes this face-off with Eli Anderson on the left. Hunter on the right. Back on defense, we have Dotson and Jordan Anderson. As this puck goes down in deep, Dotson's going to pick this one up, and we got a whole lot of life in us right now. The lifeblood is strong as we've had a tough game this morning, and the boys are battling hard. Maddie's going to pick this one up in the near corner, reverses course, cuts back behind the net. He's going to hand it off, looking for Dotson to help out. Maddie has it, he sends it up high, looking for Hunter. It bounces off the skates of the Maverick player. Hunter's chasing down, putting on the pressure. I'm trying to zoom in. There it is. Now I need to zoom back out, perhaps. No, I don't. As Hunter grabs it, he's going to gain the zone. The Mavericks steal it away. And Anderson getting a stick on that one as the Mavericks gain the zone. The zoomage is difficult. Puck is going to end up on the stick of Dotson. Dotson sends that one out. Everyone reaching for it, and icing is waved off. And so icing was waved off and then blown. There's a miscommunication with the linesman, apparently, as you had a few players reaching for it. .229 stops the play in the first period where we're tied at 1 in this quarterfinals game in Anaheim. McLaughlin takes the faceoff, goes forward. Mavericks have it, shoot it wide. May have been tipped. Mavericks pick it back up, but Altenberg's harassing. Gets it up high to Baxter. Baxter, what a move to get it out of the zone. Toe drags it across. Goes out to center ice. Brownworth is out there trying to get that puck back, but it ends up on the Mavericks stick as they send it down and deep into the far corner. McLaughlin's out there along with Baxter and Brownworth as they battle for it. Baxter brings it in a little bit deeper, hands it up off to Carroll. Coach says hand it up off ice. Gaining the zone is McLaughlin. McLaughlin centers it up, looking for Brownworth. McLaughlin maintains possession. Baxter has it now. Brownworth in the slot. Baxter turns, tries to shoot. McLaughlin shot as it came off the spinorama there. And this one's going to come all the way down for icing as Carroll chases it down. And icing is the call as we take an offensive zone faceoff with just 92 seconds left in this first period where we are tied at 1. Oilers versus Mavericks in the quarterfinal game in Anaheim, where it got cold. The clouds rolled in. It got a little chilly. This rink is very cold. Everybody, even the Alaskans are in jackets. Sweaters and jackets here inside the rink. It's kind of like the subway. That puck squirted on out where Dotson's going to come back and pick it up. Dotson has it on his stick and he sends it towards center ice. Mavericks pick it up and send it down in deep. Dotson will chase it down again. Dotson cuts and curls. Sends it up, looking for Erstrom. The point holds. Kick save by Telly. Over to the far boards. Mavericks pick it up, send it up high. Erstrom goes up high. Being told that's not his job. It's really funny hearing coaches coaching from the benches in this game. Mavericks have it, trying to run up the slot. Anderson pushing wide. Saved by Telly. He's trying to cover it up. Loose puck. And he does cover it finally. They get the whistle. And I got to tell you, it's actually pretty clean afterwards as the boys kept it clean. And we saw a lot of motion earlier on, but Telly able to hold his own. Stopping the clock at 47.2. The game is still tied at 1 in this first period as we take a defensive zone faceoff. Matty on the ice along with Eli Anderson and Postma out there. Matty trying to send that one forward. He found Eli Anderson, send it out to Postma. It bounces and flecks off the board. Mavericks are going to pick it up in their own zone. I'm trying to zoom in for you. Puck goes back behind the net over to the near boards, but only briefly as they hand it off in reverse course. Mavericks have it on their stick right now. Bringing the zone, puck behind the net. Off the side where Carroll picks it up. Carroll up to Anderson. Anderson over to Matty. What a breakout by the boys here as they are trying to gain the zone. He hands it off to Postma. Postma looking to shoot one off as we only have 10 seconds remaining. Matty has it, trying to center that one up, but nobody in the slot. Back behind the net. Shot, save. Puck's loose and it's over to the far corner. Carroll trying to hold it. It comes out to center ice. But we end the period in a tie at 1. And I'll apologize in advance, Coach, but we're going to get this just because we're right here. And I'll make it private later if I have to. But it's kind of fun getting coaches coaching. We don't normally get this. So, Coach, you can tell me later if you want me to take it down. But this is our quarterfinal game as a Godfather comes over and gives me 2-11.
Yeah.
So that's a 50% save average for the other goalie. What does that tell you? It doesn't tell you much this early in the game. But we need to shoot more. So 2-11 tells you that, well, first of all, Telly has a 90% save average, which is absolutely phenomenal for a 14U level. It's really good for an NHL level even. Rebound party. You like that? So get it to the net and a rebound party. I love that. If we had some guys rushing that, running up the slot a little bit more, perhaps, that could help things along too. And I knew this was going to be a fun game. We want to be cheering loud and proud at the end, of course, but it's a close game. It's really been 50-50 for ownership. We had the one penalty kill, which brought the puck into our zone a little bit longer, and that was a power play goal we got a full strength goal. So there's something else to keep in mind as we have McLaughlin out there along with Matty, and I think is that Hunter, correction, Baxter up front. Dotson and Anderson back on defense. Coach was calling for the ice. It could have been gamesmanship. I didn't actually see it. I don't know if it was icing or not. But that's what you do as a coach. You try to make the calls for the referees. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Mavericks to hold. They sent it down, chopped it down, but Telly saw it the whole way as he covers it up. 14:37 left in the second period as we just started things off, tied at 1. here in Anaheim. We're bringing out fresh line right off the bat. It's Erstrom, Brownworth, and Hunter up front. Back on defense. Did you guys see? I didn't. Looks like Carroll is out there, which means that Altenberg is probably going to be joining him. Shot and a save. I was actually looking through the camera there for a second. I missed the play. It's hard to go back and forth between the camera, looking through the netting, looking through the camera and the netting. Oh, I'm still wearing sunglasses. That probably doesn't help. Erstrom with the face-off. Blocked shot right off the bat. Puck's going to go back behind the net, over to the far corner. Brownworth chasing it down. Over at the half wall, he tries to get on it, but the Mavericks send it down deeper. Brownworth again sends it up high, but the Mavericks hold. Brownworth trying to get this one out. He's trying to get it away up to Erstrom, but the Mavericks just get in the way. Shot. Saved by Telly. .14:08 left in the second period. We're going to change all around as we bring out Postma, McLaughlin, and Anderson, who will be up front. Back on defense is Jordan Anderson and Dotson. McLaughlin through the neutral zone, gains the zone. Backhands it to Postma. Postma trying to get the shot off right there in the slot. Dotson thought about stepping up, but he changed his mind as the Mavericks had possession. Eli Anderson's going to chase this one down. He gains his own, sends it right up the high slot where Postma's trying to chase this one down. Mavericks send it out. Dotson collects it. Dotson trying to get it back forward. He finds Eli Anderson. Anderson's going to pick this one up, but unable to gain the zone. McLaughlin finds it, and he does gain the zone. McLaughlin shot blocked, which goes over to the far corner. Mavericks pick it up, and they come over to send the puck to the near side where Dotson steps up into this one to hold. Gets it down just a little bit deeper as Postman takes a defensive position. McLaughlin trying to dig this one out as the Mavericks are just wasting time. The Mavericks dig it out, but McLaughlin's going to pick it up. McLaughlin has it on his stick. He spends some time, finds Jordan Anderson, who's running up the slot. Anderson sends it up high, and it escapes the stick of Eli, and they're calling it icing, but it's not because that one was sent out by our own player, and then they did wave it off. Breaking out with this one, but it goes to center ice where the Mavericks pick it up. Struggling with the zoom. I need like something to do that. We have possession of it right now as Jordan Anderson sends it out to neutral ice, but the Mavericks intercept. Mavericks have it as they ride the line. Sticking that one out was Jordan Anderson, getting it out to neutral ice. Anderson has it. He's wheeling. He's all by himself. He takes it into the zone. Jordan Anderson has a back pass it over to Postma. Postma from the near corner, centering it up, looking for McLaughlin in the slot, but it ends up on the stick of a Mavericks player. McLaughlin will hold, sends it down in deep. Over to the far corner it goes. Postman's trying to chase this one down. The puck goes up high where the Mavericks get it out of the zone, and then Altenberg sends it back down towards the zone, but the Mavericks send it right on out as they gain the zone with 12:12 to go. Shot blocked, I believe, by Carroll as Maddie was putting on the pressure down low. Mavericks keep it down in deep as they go to the far corner with it. Altenberg sends it up looking for Eli Anderson. Mavericks trying to get that one away. Anderson steals it on back. Anderson on the breakout. Players getting called to the bench right now as Anderson's going to get it down in deep and allow that change to happen. He takes a couple big hits, but he continues to get it down in deep. Baxter's fresh legs on the ice. Altenberg to hold. He sends it back down in deep to the far corner. Puck goes down where the Mavericks pick it up. But delivering a check was Eli Anderson. Baxter has it. Trying to get to the net. Oh, what a move by Baxter as he kicked it to his own stick and shot it just wide. Maddie has it now. He sends it up high to Carroll. Carroll's trying to send it back down deep where he's going to get it. And we have a penalty for an elbow on, is it the Oilers? Number 19, Maddie? Is that who he's pointing at? I'm confused. It looks like Maddie's going to the box for an elbow. 2 minutes, minor elbow. Completely missed that one on film, but we're going back to the penalty kill, which we did not want to do, as we saw what happened earlier. 11:25 is where the clock stops in the second period, where the score is tied at 1. Maddie in the box for an elbow. Discussion by the referees right now. And there was a player down on the ice. It was a Maverick player, and he is no worse for the wear as he skates off under his own power. Glad to see that. Apparently that was where the elbow came from. I completely missed that one. It must have happened behind the play. I'm sure that Matty was just trying to go for that puck and got his elbows a little high as you keep your elbows up in the corners, right? Old school hockey players. John must have taught him that one. McLaughlin with the face-off as we are short-handed right now. McLaughlin gets it up and out of the zone. Puck pops up. McLaughlin chasing it down, but the Mavericks maintain possession. Mavericks bringing it to the zone. Working to get it out was Anderson, and he does. Out to center ice. McLaughlin trying to steal that one away as we are working very hard on this penalty kill. Dotson chases that one down. Too many numbers and threes out there. I see a Postma out there along with Dotson and Anderson. And McLaughlin, who has it on his stick right now, short-handed, looking to gain the zone, and he does. Shot. Oh, and looking for the rebound opportunity, but we're short-handed, so we only have one down and deep, which is McLaughlin, but stealing away was Jordan Anderson, slowing up the Mavericks as we are looking strong on this penalty kill right now with only 1 minute and 8 seconds to go on it, 10.5 to play in the period. Mavericks behind the net have possession. They set it up high from the point, shot, block, or a tip rather, and another amazing save by Liam Telford, number 35, between the pipes right now, and we suspect that he'll probably get the whole game as we bring out our second set of killers, which will be Erstrom and Baxter up front, along with Carroll and Altenberg back on defense. 10:22 to play in the second period. The score is tied at 1, just under a minute in the penalty kill. Picking that one up is Altenberg. He turns and burns, but only briefly as the Mavericks steal it away. Then Baxter steals that one as it was being sent towards the slot. He sends it up the boards on the near side. Mavericks whiffing on that shot, get it wide, sent towards the net, goes behind the net. Carroll to pick this one up. Carroll sends it up high. Erstrom was trying to get a handle on it, but the Mavericks have it. Shot, steered aside by Telly. Over to the near corner. Mavericks send it up high yet again. 26 seconds left as it's on the stick of Erstrom. He gets that one tapped away, but forcing the Mavericks to regroup on our penalty kill. Mavericks send it over to nobody. Kick save by Telly. Goes over to the far side. From the half wall, another shot across just in front of the paint, where Baxter picks it up, sends that one out with only 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 seconds left on the penalty kill. And the Oilers are full strength. Batting that one out of the air with a high stick, but the Mavericks played it. So no stoppage of play as it goes back to Altenberg. Altenberg sends this one up high, looking for Baxter. And there was a call. Okay, you saw the referee's hand up in the air. We had a cross check on Baxter, I believe. So we're going right back to the penalty kill. Mavericks player a little slow to get up here, taking some time, and he does get up on his own feet. We're happy to see that. (9:10) in the second period. Minor penalty to Deke Baxter for a cross check. And coach says, hey, boys, let's stay out of the box. And that would be a good idea right now as we've been lighting up Telly in this game thus far. And you saw the game that Otto had earlier. Holy guacamole, did he stand on his head. Coach wants us to play our game. I'm not sure this is a penalty, so it should be a defensive zone face-off, but they're bringing it back to, I don't know what's happening right now, actually. We're not going to argue it. Coach is being quiet because he says he knows the book, but I don't think he does. The face-off should actually be in our defensive zone. But, okay, we'll take it as it's out here in neutral ice, sure. Puck goes back to Dotson. Dotson's going to pick it up. He wraps up around the boards. Even our coach was confused as well, but you know what? We'll take it. This one comes all the way up. McLaughlin's chasing it down. In neutral ice, and Mavericks have it. Mavericks send it forward. Mavericks shot. Gloved away by Telly, trying to get the rebound on it, and it's all over the place, and it does go to the back of the net as everyone found themselves out of position, and that's another power play goal to the Mavericks. I would have to agree with Coach at this point. We need to stay out of the box as there's 8:46 to play in the period, and it's now 1-2 with the Mavericks in the lead. And you heard Coach Anderson, that was Wally Anderson, saying that 2 penalties, 2 goals. That tells you everything you need to know right there. We can score when we're full strength. Eli Anderson's out there with Postma up front alongside of McLaughlin. McLaughlin's going to bring it in the zone. McLaughlin chases it down. Centering pass up to, and that one almost went in as the goalie made a kick save off to his right-hand side where the Mavericks pick it up. Mavericks going the opposite direction with a whole lot of vengeance, as they are in the lead right now, 2-1. Shot, side of the net, back behind the net it goes, where is that Altenberg that picked it up, handed it up to McLaughlin. McLaughlin trying to get out to Eli Anderson, but it goes wide to the right-hand side where the Mavericks hold. Mavericks send it down behind the net. McLaughlin chases it down along with Altenberg, trying to get that puck back, and I can't see what's going on either. Puck sent out high to McLaughlin, but he gets it stolen away. Mavericks regain the zone. Mavericks getting harassed by Altenberg and pushed out wide over to the near boards. Shot saved by Telly. Player down on the ice, but only briefly as Carroll sent him there because he was standing in that low slot. Sent up high to McLaughlin. McLaughlin has it on a stick. If he accelerates through, he has Postma on his right-hand side. McLaughlin to the net. Sends the Postma, he just couldn't pull the trigger on that wide open net there. Down in the high corner, McLaughlin's trying to get this one back. And he does briefly, and then the Mavericks send it up high where Dotson holds. Dotson trying to send it over on DD pass to Jordan Anderson. Eli Anderson has it. Eli Anderson gets tripped. No call on the play as he was taken down. Puck wrapped up around the boards. Mavericks have it. Mavericks will break out as we try to get back into position. Dotson sends that one away. Gets it to McLaughlin. He's by himself. McLaughlin looks, being told to shoot. He couldn't get the shot off as he is heavily defended by the Mavericks. Down low, the Mavericks send it back behind their own net. Over to the far boards. McLaughlin delivers a check, trying to get that puck back. Gets it off to Matty. Matty to the net. McLaughlin shoots. Somebody in the slot, they score! Who done it? Was it Matty again? It looks like it was. He takes that front position. Matty getting the 2 goals of the game thus far with a smile ear to ear right now as we tied it up at 2. 6:53 to go in the second period. I'm getting excited, can you tell? It would appear that Telly is coming off the ice and getting replaced by Seppi at the halfway point in this game. 2-2-2 I see up on the board. It's the second period where we're tied at 2. 6:53 to go. Inception, Seppi, Otto, number 30 taking the spot between the pipes right now. Altenberg sends this up to Brownwith. Brownwith toe drags across, trying to get it to Matty. He gets it up to Matty. Matty's going to gain the zone. Matty looking to center this one up. Gets it to Hunter. Shot, save, goes back behind the net. Over to the far boards. The Mavericks are going to pick it up as we go on the defense. Matty's chasing this one down, trying to steal it away. Gets it up to Altenberg. Altenberg sends it back out to center ice, but the Mavericks pick it up. Mavericks into the zone. Matty picks it up yet again. Matty up to Altenberg. Altenberg showing off his offensive skills. He accelerates through the neutral zone. Gets it to Hunter by himself to the net. Hunter looks, gets it to, trying to get to Altenberg, but they tied him up. Brownworth couldn't get the rebound. Shot by Matty, goes back behind the net. Hunter's chasing this one down. It goes up high where Carroll holds, trying to maintain the zone, but the Mavericks come up with it as they go on the defensive, they being the Oilers. Send it back out to neutral ice where Hunter picks it up. Hunter trying to get it up to somebody. Brownworth run up the slot, but the Mavericks have it. Mavericks break out with it with 5:50 to go in the second period where we're tied at 2. Mavericks send it down deep so they can go off in a change. Puck back behind the net where Seppi settles it down. Matty sends it up the boards to Brownworth. Brownworth up to Baxter, who's fresh on the ice. Baxter unable to maintain possession as the Mavericks steal it away. Mavericks into the zone where Jordan Anderson steals that one and sends it back on out. Gets it to Matty. Matty through neutral ice. He's got Baxter on his left-hand side. Matty gets his zone. He's looking for a Hattie. He shoots, and the goalie makes a save. Keeping the score tied at 2 in this second period in this quarterfinals game in Anaheim, California, where we are battling in this President's Day tournament. And it's been an absolute blast.
Okay.
against these teams that are much more even. There's two teams that are just out of their league right now, and we've played them both, and the boys have really held their own. They've done the best out of any other team. Baxter has it on his twig right now, centers it up toward the net, and the goalie makes a save. Mavericks are going to pick up that rebound and go the opposite direction with just over 5 minutes to play in the second period. Mavericks gain the zone, but being rubbed out and pushed out and shoved out by Jordan Anderson, who gets that puck down low, looking for Erstrom, but the puck goes back up to the high half wall, shot and blocked over to the near boards where Baxter was chasing it down. Mavericks to hold. Baxter putting on the pressure. Erstrom intercepts. Erstrom breaking out with this one, send it up to Eli Anderson. This puck goes all the way down for icing as it was rolling. I thought that Eli got a touch on it, but the referees disagree with my assessment. 4:42 is the stoppage in the second period. We're tied at 2. And we've got coaches calling for McLaughlin, Postman, and Brownworth to go out there for this defensive zone faceoff. Carroll and Altenberg will be on defense. Puck up high, shot from the point, goes well wide of the net over in the near corner. Carroll's chasing it down. Puck goes behind the net. McLaughlin picks it up, but then the Mavericks steal it away. Mavericks send it up the boards where Brownworth intercepts it. Brownworth will break out of the zone with it. Sends it on a long lead pass over to Postman, but then it bounces off his stick and up to Mavericks. Mavericks send it back down. Carroll pushes out wide, trying to get that one back and steering to the side was Altenberg. Altenberg gets it down low to Carroll. Carroll runs this one up and out of the zone. Gets it up to McLaughlin as both Brownworth and Altenberg go down. McLaughlin shot wide of the net. Over to the near boards, it wraps up and around. Altenberg to hold, tries to send it down deep, but the Mavericks hold right here along the near boards. McLaughlin has it. He sends it back down on a backhand pass. Mavericks pick it up, back behind the net. Brownworth delivers a check down low. Mavericks maintain possession, send it out to neutral ice where Carroll intercepts. Carroll back to Altenberg. Altenberg to Carroll. Carroll toe drags around the Mavericks player. Carroll has it on his twig right now, and he sends out to neutral ice. Along the pass, McLaughlin. McLaughlin by himself, he looks, shoots, scores! Bryson McLaughlin, number 7, bringing us into the lead, the first lead of the game. Coach says, let's go, boys. 3:31 to play in this second period where the score is now 3-2. What an effort by those boys to get that one buried in the back of the net. It's kind of like having Coach mic'd up right now. I really love it. I hope he doesn't mind. Erstrom trying to get that one back. Mavericks maintain possession. They are not happy about our lead right now. Erstrom's going to steal it back. Erstrom trying to get it up to Hunter, who's out there alongside of Eli Anderson. Back on defense is Jordan Anderson and Dotson. This one goes out to the neutral zone where Erstrom chips it down in deep. Chasing it down is Erstrom. He's got Hunter in the slot. Mavericks get there first, and they get checked by Erstrom. Trying to get that puck back was Eli Anderson, but the Mavericks are going to take it out of the zone. Going back on the defensive here is Jordan Anderson and Dotson in perfect position. Trying to run up the slot, but unable as Dotson pushes out wide. Shot saved by Seppi. This one goes wide. Mavericks to hold. Mavericks curl back down, send the puck in deep. Jordan Anderson's going to chase it down along with the Mavericks player. He goes down as he's trying to deliver a check. Jordan Anderson's trying to get it back as they battle right behind the net on the boards. Coming up with it victoriously is Erstrom. Erstrom hands it off to Eli Anderson. Anderson on a nice pass to Hunter. Hunter's going to gain the zone. Hunter's got it. He's looking. He goes to the net, shoots, and it just misses the front of the net as he is slashing. He delivered a slash right back, and they're trying to steal it, and Erstrom does exactly that. Erstrom's going to hold his own. He sends it down to Baxter, fresh on the ice. Baxter has it right now. Baxter in the net, shoots. Oh, and it just missed the front of the net. Hunter has it, centering pass up to Baxter, and they're playing like a team right now as the Mavericks are forced to send that one down and out. Fluttering puck will not go for icing as Carroll has to chase it down with just under 2 minutes to go in the second period. Score is 3-2 Oilers. Carroll sends that one up to Maddie. Maddie's out there with Baxter and Brownworth. Brownworth has it. He's going to take a hit at the half wall, but maintain possession. He's trying to send it down in deep as coach tells him to do exactly that. Maddie's going to come there to stir things up. Brownworth is trying to dig it out. They're battling right there. The puck comes out and Baxter's there. Altenberg looking to send it in, but the Mavericks tie him up. Baxter's able to get back in position and send it over wide to Carroll. Carroll's got it on his stick right now. Carroll sends it over to the wide side where Brownworth is, but it bounces up over his stick. Nonetheless, it gains the zone where the Mavericks are going to pick it up. Brownworth is pressuring. along with Maddie. Puck wraps up around the boards. Baxter to hold. Baxter sends it back down and deep over to the near corner. Maddie trying to deliver a check as the puck goes back behind the net. Brownworth delivers a hip check. Maddie's able to steal the puck away, but then the Mavericks send it all the way down. Will it be icing? It will not, as Seppi is forced to make the save. Carroll, coach says play it. Carroll gets down there. Seppi hands it off to Carroll. Carroll sends it over to Altenberg. Altenberg has it right now. Altenberg up to Brownworth, who chips that one out. He may need a change as the Mavericks chase it down along with Maddie. Maddie's trying to pick that one up, and it's sent back out to the neutral ice where Altenberg picks it up. We are under a minute to play in the second period. Altenberg has it. Win the period, win the game. Altenberg sends it down deep as we get the rest of the change going on. We got McLaughlin out there, your last goal scorer, to bring us into the lead. Mavericks have it right now, and they try to send it out, but McLaughlin has different plans, and he sends it right back in deep as he curls right on the blue line. McLaughlin has it. He's trying to send it over to Baxter. He gets it to Baxter. Baxter to the net. Baxter to McLaughlin. Right in the high slot. Dotson to hold. Mavericks get it out. With 22 seconds to go, Dotson's going to chase this one down, and there's a penalty. Seppi's confused as he left the ice, and the whistle was blown while the Oilers had it. What is the penalty? 2 minutes for slashing on. So why did we get it? Why did you blow it dead when we had the possession? I don't think he does know the rules. He said he told the other coach that he knows the rules. I don't think he does. I'll be honest with you guys. I'm not going to say nothing, though. I don't yell at refs. And now 19.7 to play in the period. We have 98. I believe Carroll is going to the box for an unsportsmanlike. Is Kaysen in the box? Oh, 85. I was really confused at the penalties. But it's a coincidental, so it's 5-on-5 right now with 19.7 to go. And I'm going to need a break, see if I can get Atlanta. Atlanta. Nobody's looking at me right now. We're all looking at the game with 19.7 to go in this second period. We're taking a defensive zone face-off where it's 5-on-5 hockey. Not 100% sure what the penalties are, but the Mavericks have it. Mavericks go up high from the point, shot blocked. And now it's on the stick of Eli Anderson. Anderson hands it up to Postma. Postma was by himself, but then he got it sticked away from the Mavericks. They have 10 seconds as they gain the zone. As we go on the defensive, Jordan Anderson pushed out wide, shot wide in the net, over to the near boards where the Mavericks are going to pick it up. But this should probably close out our period as Seppi makes one final save in the second. And I gotta go take care of some things real quick here. I'll be right back.
All right, Joe's not quite back yet, so I might be here for just a couple minutes. I see Jordan Anderson, Emmett Dotson coming on for our defense. It looks like we're going to have Erstrom taking the face off, and Joe is coming back.
Thank you, Alana. Alana saving the day again for me. I hydrated all too well. It was alkaline water. I think it goes right through me. Godfather coming down to get the official shot count. 9 to 30? Oh, no. Oh,
8 plus 3.
11. 9 to 11. Much better in the second period as we have evened things up. 9 to 11 were the shots on goal. And we have taken a lead. And that, again, tells you everything you need to know as this puck is collected up by Anderson behind the net. He back passes it off to Dotson. Yes, I'm out of breath. I ran. Erstrom has it. He's got Postman out there along with Eli Anderson as they gain the zone. Erstrom up the slot, looks being told to shoot. He shoots on a hard angle. It goes up in the netting and stop play at 14:36 in the third period, where the Oilers are in the lead 3-2 in this quarterfinal game. Oof to me. Alkaline water, is that a thing? I think that's what they call it. It was flavored, I know that. That's it. Seltzer. Seltzer? Carbonated water. Dotson defends as he chases this one down in the far corner. He's going to get there first, being harassed by two of the Mavericks. Sends that up. Mavericks send it back down low. Puck goes behind the net on the stick of Erstrom. Erstrom has it, looking to break out. He has to cut back opposite direction over to Dotson, reverses course and goes up the boards to Postma. Postma gets it out to center ice. Mavericks intercept. Eli steals it away. Eli hands it off to Erstrom as we regroup. Erstrom to Jordan Anderson. Anderson sends it down in deep, which is exactly what Coach said to do, as he wants a change. McLaughlin and Hunter and Brownworth are fresh out on the ice as Dotson stops that one with his feet. Hands it out to center ice to Hunter, who takes a check to get that one off. McLaughlin tried to steal it away and only slowed up the player as the Mavericks gained the zone. Shot and score, tying it up at 3. And you can hear Coach right now, let's go, let's go, let's go. He's not yelling at anyone. He's not angry. Stuff happens, and that was an unfortunate one for us as we got behind the play. He's still leaving the same players out on the ice, which tells you everything you know. It wasn't these guys' fault. It wasn't Seppi's fault. It just happened. Just one of those things, and it was a little puck luck for those boys. McLaughlin's at center with Brownworth on the left, Hunter on the right, Anderson and Carroll back on defense. 13:39 to play in the third period where we're tied at 3. McLaughlin wins the faceoff to the right-hand side. Hunter will gain the zone. Hunter trying to hand it off to somebody. Brownworth is going to chase down back behind the net. Mavericks forced to send it up the boards. Altenberg stands up high to hold. Coming in to save that one was McLaughlin. McLaughlin keeps it in. Mavericks steal it away. Continue to pressure down low. Mavericks send it up the other side. Carroll up to defend. Brownworth trying to get it back, gives them just enough time for Carroll to get it to Brownworth. Brownworth sends it down and deep. McLaughlin's going to chase it down. Hunter's running up the slot. Brownworth over at the half wall. Brownworth gives a check so Hunter can get on it. Brownworth tried to send it out to Hunter, but Mavericks picked it up first. Mavericks out through center ice, guarded by Altenberg. Puck goes down in deep. Mavericks pick it up. Altenberg delivers a check. McLaughlin trying to get after that puck along with Altenberg. McLaughlin finds it, and he toe drags across to get this one out. Not once, twice, but 3 times, but then the Mavericks steal it away. Altenberg sticks that one up forward. Brownworth going off on a change as Altenberg goes up front. Altenberg to the net and just gets sticked wide. As he chases it down, the Mavericks reverse course over to the far side, and the Mavericks are going to ice this one, stopping the clock at 12.5 minutes to go in the third period, where we're tied at 3 in our quarterfinal game, where it is a win or go home event. Maddie's out there with Eli Anderson and Deke Baxter. In back we have Dotson and Anderson. Saw Artemi Panarin earlier practice at the rink. Any Rangers fans out there? Winning the face-off, going back to Jordan Anderson, who sends it back down in deep. Maddie to chase this one down in the very low corner. Maddie's trying to dig it out with help from Baxter. This one squirts up the wall to Dotson, who sends it back down deep. Behind the net, Maddie's going to get there first. Maddie up to Eli Anderson, shot and a save. Over to the far corner where Dotson's going to get it once again. Baxter's back in a defensive position as Dotson's caught down and deep. Down at the low half wall, Maddie comes in to help out right at the half wall. As they continue to battle to try and dig that puck out, somebody's lost their twig in the process. That puck goes down and low back behind the net where the Mavericks get there first. Mavericks transition on the breakout. This one gets sent all the way out for icing, and icing waved off. Jordan Anderson's going to pick it up. He sends it backwards. It goes out the skate of one of the Mavericks players, but Maddie's right there to pick it up. Sends it up to Eli Anderson. Mavericks to the hole. Mavericks battling along the very near wall right now. Maddie sends it up and out. If the referee would get out of the way, he wouldn't take a stick to the face. Maddie over in the far corner along with Dotson battling for that puck. Mavericks come up with it. Mavericks center that one up. Shot and a score. Making it 3-4 now as we've lost our lead with 11:21 to go in the third period. And we're now bringing out Erstrom and Brownworth along with Postma up front. And back we'll have Altenberg and Carroll. Erstrom wins the face-off forward. Mavericks pick it up. Mavericks send that one up to gain the zone. Carroll's chasing it down over the far corner. Carroll behind the net. These boys had a hard-fought game earlier, and they must be tired as that puck sent back down to the far corner where Carroll's trying to grab it. Carroll behind the net. Sends it up around the boards to Brownworth. Brownworth takes a big hit as he tries to maintain possession, but the Mavericks have it. Sweeping that one away was Altenberg, who gets it up to Brownworth. Brownworth races after it to gain the zone. Gets it down and deep, but only briefly as the Mavericks send it back the other way. Ends up with Altenberg. Altenberg over to Carroll. Carroll to Erstrom. Erstrom gains the zone. Erstrom to the net. Nobody home in the slot. As it comes to the near boards, Mavericks send it up high. Dotson chases this one down. Anderson, fresh legs on the ice, picks it up, and we're getting a penalty again for a roughing on Erstrom. Coach is playing the game as well and says, I think I heard I disagree. Very respectful conversation with the ref. That was it. And we disagree up here in the stands as well, as we cannot take any more penalties. Mavericks on the power play as the Oilers are on the penalty kill with Dotson, Anderson on defense. We got Postma and McLaughlin up front. McLaughlin's going to take this one all the way down in shorthanded. Mavericks trying to get that one out. Postma was there to hold as the Mavericks regroup. And it just feels a little rough right now as the Mavericks has scored on every single power play they've had. Shot towards net was slowed down by Dotson, intercepted by Jordan Anderson. Just sends it into the corner and trying to get this one up and out. Postma's right there. Mavericks have it, trying to center that one up off the side of the net and behind. Puck goes behind the net once again on the stick of the Mavericks. Centered it up. Shot saved by Seppi and covered. Stopping the clock at 9:39 in the period, 1:15, 75 seconds to play on the penalty kill from the Erstrom roughing. Score is 3-4, Mavericks in the lead. Coach continues to coach on the bench, and I absolutely love to see it. Doing an amazing job down there with these boys. Shot from the high slot, easily saved by Seppi. Nobody's giving up. Nobody in that uniform. None of the three coaches on the benches. They continue to give instructions to their forwards, their defensemen, even the goalie coach being involved, telling the boys exactly what they need to do to help out their goalie. Puck goes up high to the point, sent back down and low. Carroll trying to pick it up back behind the net, but it goes in the near corner. Altenberg pushes out wide. Mavericks have it. Mavericks to the net, shot. Across the net, but Matty stirring things up, not allowing the rebound to be shot. Puck goes behind the net again. Mavericks have it. Altenberg pushes out wide, up to the point. Point shot, save, and a cover by Seppi. As Altenberg makes sure that the Mavericks stay well clear of Stendi, stopping the clock at 41 seconds to go in this penalty kill rather. 9:05 in the period. Score is 3-4 Mavericks. Baxter's out there with Postma, Carroll, and Altenberg on defense. Puck is between everyone's legs, and Baxter's the one that finds it to get it out of the zone. Mavericks regrouping as Baxter puts on the pressure. Over wide to the near half wall. The Mavericks are going to break out with this one. Postma attempts to put on the pressure right now as they're staying in the zone. Carroll tips that one away with the stick. Puck goes behind the net in the near corner. Altenberg pushes out wide, trying to give a hit. Goes up to the point, shot! Tip, and a blocker save by Seppi. Carroll picks that one up, trying to run it up the boards right now. And it comes out to Postma. Postma's going to send it all the way down for Will it be an icing? No, it will not. It's on net as the goalie's forced to play it. And the Oilers are now full strength as Erstrom comes out of the box and McLaughlin fresh on the ice. Baxter pressuring as Postma pushes out wide along with Dotson, who steals it away. Puck comes down low. Dotson picks it up, tries to send it out, but the Mavericks pick it up. Puck goes back down in the far corner, right across the blue paint over to the near boards. Mavericks point, looking to hold, but Baxter picks it up first. He sends it wide over to Postma as he goes off on a change. Maddie's fresh legs out on the ice. This one comes up to McLaughlin as he sticks it out of the air. McLaughlin towards the net, but the Mavericks intercept it. Mavericks over to the side where the point holds. That's Dotson who sends it back down and deep. Puck goes back behind the net. Maddie trying to grab that one, but it's going to run up the boards. Anderson telling McLaughlin to go chase it at the half wall, and that's exactly what he does. Mavericks has it as they chip it out, and it's going to come all the way down for icing. And we'll get an offensive zone face-off with some full fresh players out on the ice, I suspect. Or maybe we did finally make the change, stopping the clock at 7:36 the third period. The score is 3-4, and the boys up front is Maddie, McLaughlin, and Hunter looking for the equalizer in the third period. McLaughlin is faced off over to Maddie. Maddie sends it to Dotson. Dotson shoots. Block shot goes up high. Hunter intercepts it. Hunter's trying to fire one off. He gets it towards the center. Anderson has it shot. Saved by the goalie, and he covers it up, and we'll take another offensive zone face-off. A lot of life left. There's a whole lot of hockey left in this game as the Oilers are looking to settle things across the board. We're currently a goal behind in this third period. 7:22 to play as McLaughlin wins the face-off to the rear. Anderson forced to chase it down with the Mavericks. The Mavericks send it down and deep. Back behind the net it goes. Dotson picks it up. Dotson sends it up to Hunter. Hunter trying to get that one forward a little bit more. Gets it up to McLaughlin. McLaughlin with Maddie being told to shoot. It's a 2-on-1. McLaughlin shoots, and the goalie makes a save, stopping the clock at 7 minutes in the third period. Score is 3-4 as we bring out fresh legs. Erstrom, Anderson, Baxter, Altenberg, and Carroll will be on defense. Lots of hockey left to not only tie it up, but take the victory here for the Oilers, and we're waiting to see that happen. I have a good feeling about it. If we can keep it down that zone and keep getting shots on that goalie, it will happen, I promise you. Erstrom has it. Shot! Another save. Kind of loosely handled if you didn't know, and I don't want to talk smack about the goalie. I'm just giving you the facts. The rebound control hasn't been that great, and if we get somebody positioned down low, we're going to sink one. This one comes up to Baxter, up to the point to Carroll. Carroll tries to send it down low, but the Mavericks are right there to battle. Chasing it down is Altenberg. Quick shot and a blocker save. Steered aside by Altenberg. Baxter's going to pick it up. Back behind the net he goes. Baxter over to the near side, sends it up to Eli Anderson. Anderson has it on his stick, trying to get out to Erstrom, but the Mavericks intercept. There's a trip, not called, thankfully for that. This one comes up high, and there's a battle as the Mavericks send it back down and low. Mavericks a lot of back and forth, right to the high slot, where Baxter has to take him out right up front, and they score. As they were just allowed to walk it all the way down in deep and low, and coach is as confused as the rest of us as the Mavericks bring us into what is going to be a 2-goal lead for them, where the score is now 3-5 Mavericks. .6:20 to go in this third period. There's still a lot of hockey left. Have not lost faith as we bring Maddie up for this faceoff with Brownworth on his left-hand side, Postma on the right, Anderson and Dotson back on the rear. Maddie with the faceoff. To his left-hand side, Brownworth chases down. Mavericks get there first. Giving a big check was Anderson as the Mavericks gain the zone. Brownworth trying to battle this one away. Or correction, Dotson. Oh, yeah, maybe Brownworth is down there on the ice. Yes, he is. With Dotson, Maddie comes in to help out. There's a whole lot of muscle power as that puck squirts loose. Maddie will pick it up. Maddie from behind the net, looking to get a hat trick in this game right now. As that one squirted out, but they call it onside. Anderson sends it up to Postma. Postma gets it out. He's got Brownworth out there with him, but he loses the puck. He gets it to Brownworth. Brownworth sends it down in deep for Jordan Anderson. Chase it down. Anderson, big check down low. Maddie trying to get that puck back, battling with Brownworth. Brownworth kicks it forward to himself. He's going to get it. He's trying to skate with it, cut back. He's getting pressured down low. Brownworth maintains possession as he gets taken out by 2 players. No call on the play. What is going on? Washout. Are you kidding me? Brownworth takes out a Maverick as he stands back up, and he's going to steal this puck away. Maddie trying to get the puck back as the Mavericks are freezing it down there. 5:10 to go in the third period. Referee needs to blow it dead if nothing happens here. What are we doing, boys? This one squirts out over the near boards. Postma chasing down. Jordan Anderson to hold. Anderson sends it back down deep. Back behind the puck, back behind the net it goes. All right, go saying it again. Dotson steps up in this one, sends it down deep. Brownworth chasing it down along with Postma into the near boards. Jordan Anderson steps up into it. Maintains possession, but only briefly, trying to get it off to Postma. This one goes over to Dotson. Dotson sends it up forward to Postma. Postma trying to get down deep so we can get some changes going on. Mavericks have it on their stick right now. Mavericks will gain the zone, being pushed out, shot, saved, smothered, and covered by Seppi. 4:27 as we get the rest of the change going on, bringing out Hunter and Eli Anderson, joining McLaughlin with 4:27 in this third period. Score is 3-5 with the Mavericks in the lead. Honestly, we should be winning this game, if you want my most humble opinion. McLaughlin trying to get it to Altenberg. Altenberg gets it up high. Battling right here, McLaughlin gets it back. McLaughlin looking to gain the zone, but getting harassed by the Mavericks. Eli Anderson trying to get this one back, but it's sent out to center ice. 4:10 remains in the game. Mavericks have this one. Right into the slot, trying to get the shot off, and they do, and Seppi makes a save, shoving the player to the ice, and it goes back to the net where Seppi elects to cover it up rapidly as Altenberg was pushing out a player twice his size out of that area where he could make a shot. Clock stops at 3:56 left in the game where the score is 3-5. Lots of hockey left, boys. Let's go. McLaughlin takes the face off. Wins it to the rear where the Mavericks hold. Mavericks shot high over the net. Air-mailed that one. Over in the far corner, McLaughlin tries to snag up on that one, and Altenberg's forced to chase it down to the near corner. Altenberg delivers a check so that McLaughlin can get on that puck. Altenberg sends it up high. Mavericks hold. Send it down in a little bit deeper as they walk and shoot, and it's just wide of the net. McLaughlin will pick this up as he sends it back behind the net. Another shot off the post from the outside, and Seppi covers it up right in front of the paint there, on top of the paint. As we bring out Maddie, Erstrom, and Baxter, we're going to double up our centerman, it looks like now, as we're trying to punch one in. We only have 3 minutes and 27 seconds remaining in this game where we are trailing by 2. Score is 3-5. Face-off one up forward to Baxter, but the Mavericks pick it up and they try to shoot, but collapsing on him was both Dotson and Anderson, and they send it up the boards. Erstrom chases it down. Erstrom trying to get that one past. Baxter's going to pick it up. Baxter by himself. Shoots, and the goalie makes a save. Over to the near boards. Baxter gets it back. Anderson forcing this one down low, and they are playing with some aggression now. Baxter back in that defensive position as Jordan Anderson lost his twig. This one comes all the way down. Icing is waved off. Dotson forced to play it. Dotson has it on his stick. Back behind the net. Up the boards to Baxter. Baxter looking to break out with this one. He sends it over to Maddie. Maddie's going to take this one all the way down and in. He's got a trailing Jordan Anderson and Baxter on the far right-hand side. Puck towards the front of the net, trying to send that one forward, but the goalie steers it aside. Could have been a defenseman. Up high to Dotson. Dotson's going to hold. Sends it down, but not very deep as Baxter intercepts that one. Baxter trying to get to the net. Goes back behind the net. Maddie has it right now. Maddie looking for that backdoor pass. Up high. Jordan Anderson holds between the feet of Dotson, trying to get it down low, but the Mavericks intercept. Jordan Anderson's going to have to chase this one down. That's exactly what he does. He reverses course as the Mavericks about brought it in on and off sides. Erstrom challenging along with Baxter to get it back. Mavericks have it. Coach is looking for a change as this one comes back to Dotson. Dotson hands it off to Altenberg, who's fresh on the ice. Altenberg back to Dotson. Dotson sends it forward, but it goes to the stick of the Mavericks, who gain the zone. Dotson pushes out wide. He's looking for a change. That one's saved by Seppi off to the wide right side of the net. This one goes up high to the point. Shot, saved by Seppi. Behind the net yet again. We got some tired players out there. Altenberg hands it off to McLaughlin. McLaughlin loses it briefly. Dotson trying to stick it back. Mavericks have it. There's 1:37 to go in this period in the game where we are trailing by 2. Brownworth is out there with Erstrom. Altenberg sends it up to Erstrom. Erstrom just under his stick with only 86 seconds to go. The Mavericks have it. Brownworth chasing this one down, trying to give a check. And he gets to the front of the net. Shoot, and he scores! McLaughlin from Brownworth, bringing us 5-4 with 76 seconds left. Coach was just calling Seppi off the ice. Trying to get the extra attacker right now. It's 4-5, and I suspect we're going to have 6 players out there as we keep Brownworth out there along with Hunter, Altenberg, McLaughlin, and Carroll in back. Seppi's up out of his crease, waiting for the call from coach, and a timeout called by the Oilers. Joran, it sounds like, will be the extra attacker for the Oilers as we have 76 seconds left in the game where the score is 4-5, Oilers trailing by 1. Coach is electing to put 3 defensemen out there because we have 4 defensemen on this team who are fantastic forwards as well, as we've seen plenty of times in the past, and they're not afraid to go up front. So that extra attacker, I think we can confirm, will be Joran Anderson. I suspect all three centermen up front. We'll probably see McLaughlin, Maddie, and Erstrom up front. Let's go, Oilers! Seppi instructed to be at the hash marks, and this is exactly what we have. The 3 centermen up front right now. McLaughlin will take the face off with Maddie on the left-hand side, Erstrom on the right. Altenberg and Carroll are back on defense. We're looking for Seppi to come off the ice as we win the face-off. Carroll has it. Seppi being called off right now. Jordan Anderson is getting ready to jump on the ice, and that's exactly what he does. We have an empty net right now with 67 seconds remaining in this game. Puck behind the net, going up towards the slot. Jordan Anderson sends it towards the net. Mavericks have it. They're looking at that empty net right now as Altenberg tries to handle that one. This one comes down for icing, and that is a call. So we're going to take an offensive zone face-off with 56.6 seconds left of the game, where the score is 4-5. We have the extra attacker, so it's 6-on-5 hockey, and an empty net right now for the Oilers. This is so exciting, I can barely call it. We have this game in our hands right now. We can easily tie this up as McLaughlin takes the face-off. McLaughlin with the face-off, trying to get it back to himself. Goes over to the near boards, battling as the Mavericks try to waste some time. Maddie's right there waiting for the puck to squirt out. Erstrom's trying to dig for it. Puck is loose, goes to the center slot. Mavericks send it up high. Altenberg chases it down, trying to get to it, send it back down low. And down in the corner where McLaughlin's trying to get it, puck back behind the net. Puck wrapped up and around the boards where Carroll holds. Carroll sends it down in deep. 30 seconds to go. Back behind the net. Oilers battling for it. That's Jordan Anderson down there, hands it off to McLaughlin. McLaughlin reverses course, trying to get to the center, but the Mavericks pushing out wide with only 17 seconds to go. Centering pass, nobody home. Erstrom looks to the heavens as he can't believe he should have been a little bit deeper. Over to the near boards. 9 seconds as you can count it down. Feel the tension. You can cut it with a knife as the Mavericks send it to the far side. 5 seconds to go. McLaughlin chases it down. Sends it up, or correction, that was Maddie chasing it down to McLaughlin. The period in the game comes to a close in the quarterfinal game where we have just lost by 1. And coach says, let's go. This is where we show our character. This is where character is built as we have played one heck of a tournament. There is not a person in this rink right now who isn't proud of these boys in gray and green. They've had one heck of a fun tournament down here in LA, not just with hockey, but hanging out together, watching the Olympic Games, going to the beach, hanging out at Universal. Just the camaraderie of not only the kids, but also the parents hanging out quite a bit too, having a blast down here. And this is unfortunately going to conclude the tournament for us, but it has been nothing but fun. And I know this is a little bit of heartache right here, but I promise you, in only minutes leaving this rink, there will be smiles back on these faces as they go hang out together. Hopefully get permission from coach to go swim now. whether it's in the pool or at the beach. That's what these boys will be doing. Thank you so much for joining me on this Sunday afternoon. It's been an absolute pleasure talking to y'all. It's been an amazing weekend for our boys. The Alaska Oilers doing a fantastic job here in LA, closing out our tournament, coming up with a whole lot of small victories. There's been so many victories, even though the scoreboard didn't always show it. We've had some comeback wins in overtime. We had regulation game wins, and sure, we battled two of the top teams in the U.S., and they held their own. It has been an absolute pleasure to be down here doing this, and these boys are going to grow so much, and if they take this back to Alaska, they're going to do fantastic in state. The final shot count is 35 shots on goal against us, and we had 18. So nearly double the shots on goal for the Mavericks. And so, yeah, we did a fantastic job. We could have busted more in on that goalie. We could have done it for sure, but that's going to wrap it up. That's a wrap. That's a wrap. I had Jimmy John's earlier. They have wraps there now, apparently. Anywho, I'm going to go try some more alkaline water, get my batteries charged. I want you all to relax for the rest of the day. Enjoy that snow in Anchorage. I'm going to enjoy the sun down here. It's probably raining by now. Top Golf is in session in the very near future. You have a very blessed rest of your Sunday. I can't wait to talk to you again back in Alaska. I'll see you later.